Am I live? My battery went flat. I had to put another battery on it. It's wrong, isn't it? I'm going to have to sort this out. Mind you, I can't go all night without expecting my battery to go flat. But I'm actually disgusted that scabby cunt, the Wasp, has got nice people believing him. And for someone that says they never lie, that boggles me. Because if someone says they never lie, and your group fellow man or woman hears a lie, you should discredit that person straight away. But no, you choose the character over the truth. That's what pisses me off. There's so many bullshitters out there that people adore. But you wait until it happens to you, then you'll come crying. When that person that you adore, whether they're a criminal or not, turns against you, then you'll come crying. Because let's face it, how many people has that scabby gappy cunt turned against? And yet I'm the bad person because I call out the truth? I'm going to have to read that again. I don't get that. Think of the LBGT custom based wanting a TG. What is a TG? I don't even get that, Dan. That's out of my education level. TG, electrician. Yeah, but what's TG stand for? Transgender. Oh, does it? What is it? Yeah, but the trouble with that, Dan, it all needs paperwork. I haven't got paperwork. I'm 59 years old, Dan. I learnt my trade before paperwork existed. And I'm fucking good at my trade. Well, if it has, I would rather work for them because I know they're genuine people trying to get on with their world. Yeah, but it's not that easy, Dan, is it? It's just not like that. I mean, it's like you go to college now. Even if you go to college now and you get your paperwork, it's not that straightforward getting a job. You've got to have experience. Just like, I mean, like, let me give you for instance, right? You know, like when we had all these um, lorry drivers, we was a big shortage of it because the EU and all that shit. People was falling over backwards to go and get their fucking lorry license. And then when they got it and they went to companies to get a job, they went, oh, you need 2 years experience. You will not get an electrician like me that's got paperwork. They're very good on paper, but they're not very good on the field. I don't care what anyone says. I've always learned my trades hands-on. I've never gone to college. You learn so much more when you're hands-on. And I don't see why I should go to the LGBT community just to get a job. Because I've never, or well, I say I never, that's a lie. I don't interact with LGBT community people. I don't. I watch them on YouTube. I watch the makeup programs and all that stuff, but I've never interacted, because it's like me saying to you, why don't you go and interact with another normal person? You'd be thinking, why? I don't get that. What does that mean? So why should I go and interact with another LGBT person just to suit the normal people? That isn't how the world runs. And I'm not running off into a corner because we've got some thieving cunt that's thieved all his life, and then he swindles it so he's on disability allowance before he's even retired. Because let's face it, he should have a job. We don't retire until we're 67. He's only just turned 60. Well, he's 61 in April. But it seems to me he's trying his best to enjoy life, suck out of the system what he can, and do fuck all back. Because he's on disability allowance, but yet he seems to have the strength. Even tonight he said he's as fit as he's ever been, but yet he's on disability allowance and he don't go to work. He claims off the taxpayer, but yet he's got all these followers. Fucking shame on yous lot. Because I can't believe that yous haven't exposed him for what he is. I don't want to do it anymore, Dan. I'm not a guy anymore. And I don't want to be a woman electrician. I want to be a proper woman that does girl stuff. The closest I can get to that is doing a security job where I just walk around and check that the site's alright. I don't want to fucking go into this man world, because I find most men on this planet have got a lot to say, but they've got no balls. Men are cowards in this world today. Yeah, I know what you're saying, Dan. I get you now. But all my past trades, I'm not bringing forward in my new world. It's a reminder of my old world. I'm good at what I did. I'm not that person anymore. I'll always help a friend. 100%. I'd never let them down. It's only because I know what I know. But I don't want that as a trade. Every day, day in, day out. All my trades I can't stand. I never could stand them. I just got good at them. No, I'm not thinking receptionist. I just said a security. Fucking receptionist. I can't sit behind a desk, Dan. I can't go from working outside all my life to just sitting behind a desk. The only conclusion I come up with is if I do security work and I'm walking around sites or walking around a mall when it's closed to make sure everything's secure. I'd never work in a supermarket and pull a shoplifter up, because I wouldn't do that. I couldn't stop someone from nicking food because I don't know if they're starving or not. You can't even get a fucking job now, Dan, without wearing a mask. And I won't wear a mask. It's like the fucking world's gone wrong. I'm going to try and do a course in security when it comes up, and then I'm going to do security work and see if it works. But as for the trades, they've lost me. I'm sorry. And I was fucking good at my job. I was good. I was a really good fault finder, and I was really good at working out how to get round problems. Really good. I worked in a job for 13 in a shop, electrical shop, for 13 years, Dan, and I was always phoned up to go and help electricians out with paperwork, I might add, to get them out of their problems. That's how good I was. I ain't no fucking expert, but because I was hands-on, I've been in the electrical game for 30 years. And 13 of them years, I was working in an electrical shop. So not only do I know how to get round problems, I know the best products to use. So I was kind of unique in that field. Why ain't my fucking phone charged? My iPad charging, little bastard. So yeah, I don't like bragging about my stuff, but I was fucking good at the electrical game. Even the roofing game. I started roofing when I left school. And I learnt that trade. I dragged myself through that trade on fuck all money, learning that trade well. And the thing with that trade, despite the fact that I got out of that trade, I always done it privately to keep my hand in and help my friends. And I've done some amazing roofs. It is going to waste. It's gone to waste because it will never come back. But saying that, like I just said to you, Dan, I'll always help my friends. And that's enough for me. I don't need to help the world anymore. I'll always help my friends with their roofing problems and their electrical problems. And in between all that time, I learnt a hell of a lot of stuff about the building game. I know how to build walls, doors, everything. I've even built myself a house in my mum's garden that I lived in for 15 years when I was younger. It had everything in it. So I know what I'm talking about. But that's lucky for my friends. It's not lucky for the rest of the people, where the taxpayer, fucking the taxman, gains from it all. That's what they fucking don't like. And the thing is with it all as well, Dad, I never have a labourer with me. I do everything on my own. This is why I find it so easy here. Yeah, the weather I find a struggle here, but most of the stuff I have to do is fucking easy peasy. And I appreciate that. I'm well happy about that. All what I've struggled and learnt through my life is paying off. That's like a decent retirement, really. Because I've got all the tools as well. I've got all the fucking tools. That's one thing I'll never do, is get rid of my tools. I'm right into my tools. I love tools. I love my bike as well. I'm going to try and get that on the track this year. It was a bit of a disappointment last year. I spent a lot of money for that track day and it didn't happen. But was I bitter? No. It's just one of them things. But I guarantee you, the Wasp, I ain't fucking going away until you're destroyed on YouTube. You think you're so fucking big and clever because you can make a video. But one day, someone would teach me how to do it. And I'm very surprised that you haven't stuck your neck out, Danny, to help me in that department. Because I've really struggled with StreamYard and how to get my videos up on the screen and everything. But that's the way it is, isn't it? People just don't like helping you. They just like taking. Because once I start learning how to make videos, and I can abuse you, Wasp, how you've abused me, you won't fucking stand a chance. Because all your followers are weak. Weak as shit. I just have to keep messing about with my computer until I get it right. I've done a few things what I've got right and I understand it and I'm happy about that. I can move on to the next level. But yeah. Wasp. Watch yourself. Now you've lost Hoof, your best mate, that you don't praise up anymore. You had the fucking cheek to stick up for him against me. And where is he now? I don't hear you and him talking anymore. No, I don't hear none of that. And the only thing you can bring up is about me saying that his son sold drugs for him. I apologise for that. But just because I apologised for saying his son sells drugs, the whole world's gone wonky. I still don't apologise for Hoof being a dirty scumbag lowlife that sells drugs. Even Hoof has said it online himself, giving it the big gangster shit. A lot of these people on YouTube should be ashamed of themselves, really, because they're digging and making comments and they haven't got a fucking clue. I mean, like, you look at, like, Russell McGarrett, right? He says so many things about me, right? But I can't believe how much of it he's got wrong. But yet, people make... this is what fucking winds me up, right? You've got innocent people like Debla with that little soft voice, talking her talk, and then while she's on the Wasp and the Wasp is slagging me off, she's joining in and adding her little bit. This is Debla. Little sweet Debla. What a fucking dirty, slaggy piece of shit that is. To join in with the Wasp without researching me. Low level, low life scum. This is why she's in the Wasps, because her brain cells can't get any higher than that. This is why Sean's stuck in there. This is why Seven's stuck in there. This is why Ash is stuck in there. Lucky for you, Dan, you only pop in there and then. But you'll find the same echo chamber pieces of shit are in that group that drive people away if they say things that group don't agree with. And for that group to do so well says a lot about yous lot. Yeah, I was in that group. Yeah, I believed in that group. But there was a big issue between me and Hoof. And then as soon as I made it known, the whole group went wobbly. Just like they did when I was in Andy Devine's group and I called Andy Devine out as a scammer. Yeah, people have done it before, but you don't believe it till you do it yourself. Called him a scammer. Got trolled left, right and centre. People need to fucking grow up on this YouTube. And I'll tell you something as well. If you come up on my StreamYard and you start acting like a cunt, you'll just be gone. I'm going to use this Streamlab to have my little ranty moments. But when you come on my StreamYard, it's a different ballgame. I expect respect. That's what I expect. And I expect everyone to get on. And if you don't get on, I expect everyone to try and resolve their issues. Because my StreamYard is not going to go down the same route as that shit. You'll just be kicked. It's going to take you months to get on my live panel. Months. Not like these groups where they open up and then all of a sudden there's like 12 people on their panel, all bullshitting wankers. It's not going to be like that. This is going to be built up slowly, and this is going to be built up by genuine people. And if you do want to have a row, you'll only be in the chat, and that's it. Because no one can hear you in now. But I don't think I've got this wrong at all. I just think the Wasp has duped a lot of you. And from me to you, going by my personal experience, just hold your hands up and move on. Don't carry on with it. Because if it's not feeling good in your gut, you shouldn't be there. Simple as that. You shouldn't be there. Listen to your gut feeling, not what people are saying. I've done it many a times. You should listen to me. I'm not 20, 30, 40, 50. I'm 50 fucking 9. You're the only one that seems to be learning from this experience, Dan. But even if other people are not listening, I at least need you to hear the truth, Dan. Because I can't stand it when you go in groups and you listen and talk to people and you don't know the truth. I am the truth. And my proof is that Wasps comes on his lives, does videos about me, and the only thing he can do is show photos of me transitioning. That's fucking embarrassing. Some of them photos are embarrassing to me, but they're my transition. They're what I'm going through. But yet you've got that gappy old cunt insulting and making videos about it. I'd laugh my fucking head off if he died tomorrow. Saying that my mum's dead. Fucking rank, vile cunt. Saying that my fucking mum's dead when she's still alive. You're rank, Wasp. That's not a mistake. That's a fucking blatant lie. And to say that my mum left me all her dresses when she died, and yous lot fucking sit there thinking it's a fucking lovely group. Fuck yous lot. Most of you are behind the curtain anyway. All I see is numbers up there. I don't see people coming on here making conversation. They just sit there listening to the chat. And it's probably all the fucking wrong uns that are doing all this shit. Fucking shame on you. Have a little laugh about it. Because I believe in karma. Karma's coming to get you. Fucking lying cunts. Has fucking nonces and paedophiles sitting on his channel and thinks it's alright and calls everyone else out. Fuck yous. I hope you're not taking the piss, Dan, because I will just delete you. Because it doesn't matter to me whether you're there or not. If you're not a voice of wisdom, you're just gone. Because I don't tell lies. The only thing I ever said that he can pull me up on is saying that his son sells drugs. But he makes out it's a little boy. He's a fucking grown man. Hoover's already said all his family's gangsters. So, you know, when something comes out of someone's mouth and then I repeat it, all of a sudden it becomes a lie. So why are they saying it if it's a lie? There's like 8 people on here, no one commenting. Probably all pieces of shit that go licking fucking the wasp's arse. If you're not, come on here and say something. Or are you actually licking the wasp's arse? Is that what you're doing? Is that why you can't talk or comment? Show yourself. I ain't going to be fucking leaving this alone until that scumbag's gone off YouTube. I hope the cunt fucking gets a tumour. Fucking saying my mum's dead. Cunts. Fucking disgusting cunts. If anything happens to my mum in the near future, I fucking guarantee you, Wasp, you will be seeing me face to face. I fucking guarantee that. Because you shouldn't be saying shit like that when my mum's not even dead. You're vulgar. But yeah, you've got your lovely little followers and they'll forgive you for that because they find you funny and you're a character. You're allowed to say things like that. And to say my son and my kids don't talk to me, what a fucking load of bollocks. Absolute fucking load of bollocks. Dan, when I'm on my lives, my StreamYard, I don't react. I'm just having my little moment on here so people wake up. They need to wake up. This guy don't deserve a channel because he's disrespectful to other people's lives. He's thieved all his life and now he's on disability allowance and he threatens to go and punch people's faces in. How can you do that if you're on disability allowance? He's scum. And I want people to see what he is. He only made that video or slandered me tonight because someone went in there. I didn't even know they went in there. They come and told me after. And I just ignore him. I'm not interested. But because they went in there, now it's like, oh, Paris, stop sending people in, blah, blah, blah. Had nothing to do with it. He's a prick, Popsy. Just don't go near him. I'll deal with this. Because now he's said that my mum's dead. You fucking ain't heard the half of me. gappy teeth. You fucking ain't heard the half of me. You should never have brought my family into it. Saying my fucking mum's dead. You cunt. You fucking weasel drunken cunt. That has just made me fuming. To say shit like that. I wear my mum's dresses. The only thing my mum left me when she died was her dresses. That's why I've got dresses. And yous people think I should be fucking quiet about that. And yous people think that that person's a nice person. I get it when he goes after paedophiles and nonsense. But why does he let people like Danny stay on his show for months and months and months? And why does he keep advertising Brian Hurl for months and months and months? It's nothing to do with them being wrong uns. It's to do with his fucking views and subscribes. And you don't fucking get it. He's a parasite. He sucks the life out of the system and laughs at us, and we all sit there praising him up. How is that fucking good for anyone? You should fucking know better, Dan. You should fucking know better. You should fucking know by now. You've never called him out to be a fucking piece of shit. He's going to get the fucking worst of me. He keeps saying that he's going to keep coming after me when I do my lives with my 8 to 12 people and ruin my channel. That's how shallow he is. He's gone all through my Facebook, nicked all my fucking photos. He's taking the fucking piss. Why would you go into someone's Facebook when you're having a war with someone on YouTube? Why would you spend all your time making videos about someone, and then when they call you out you go, I ain't coming there, I ain't fucking wasting my time or money on you, but yet you're sitting there making video after video, and then you're doing lives and slagging me off, but yet you're not going to give me any time of day. And yet you even say my mum's dead. That is never going to go away, Wasp. You need to come and beg me and apologise for saying that. And then we'll see what I'll do after that. Because that is not going to go without payment. You're going to pay for that. I don't give a fuck how big you are. I don't give a fuck how tough you are. All I've known you to do so far is still do illegal raves, go on disability allowance, and call people out when they don't like you. You're a thieving scumbag cunt. Who is it you've got on in the system that has got you a disability allowance? Because you must know someone in the system, because you did say that when you done that robbery with all them gyros, you knew someone in the system. But no one's going to look into that, are they? You know someone in the system that's got you that disability allowance, because you come on tonight and you said you was as fit as you've ever been. You've been a thief all your life. You've never been to work. Now you're on disability allowance. You grow your own skunk. And you make out you're some fucking lord shit that calls out the wrong uns. I'm sorry, I think you should be talking about your fucking self. You fucking disgusting vile old man. That's what I fucking think. I mean, it proves what a wanker you are, because you didn't stop praising Hoof up. With all the stuff he done, you backed him up all the time. Where is he now? You don't talk about him much now, do you? Eh? He's not such a big Charlie potato now, is he? I do believe he's involved in a family of wrong uns. But what I also believe is that Hoof is probably the biggest coward in his family. That's what I believe. Because of the way he acts and what he says. Well, I'm surprised you're on here unlisted. You seem like you've gone all posh on me since you've got a girlfriend. But how are you anyway, unlisted? Nice to see that you're happy now. Yeah. Are you going to say hello, unlisted, or what? Are you too big for me now, unlisted, or what? Oh. Well, at least you're talking to me. Bless you for that. Because I just find that the wasp is turning everyone against me. Because everyone believes everything he says. It's nice to know that you said hi anyway. Bless you for that. And I hope your relationship times unlisted. She must feel you in on what's going on. Everyone knows about what's going on with me. I know I'm not important, but it just seems to me every time I go on a different fucking group, some cunt's slagging me off. And it all seems to root back to the fucking scabby little old boy that eats sweeties of a night and talks about fucking kids. Gets photos out of everyone's Facebook. But that's alright, because his name's the Wasp. He's allowed to go in everyone's Facebook and get all their photos. He's got all my photos of me transitioning and making it out to be something else. He's a fucking insult to the YouTube. It's cunts like that shouldn't even be on here. He's already had a life scare. Why don't he just fucking leave YouTube alone and go and fucking interact with his family properly instead of just seeing them in between the lives? For fuck's sake. I'm having a party here in the summer, unlisted. It's going to be bow and arrow shooting, target shooting, and getting paralytic. So if you want to come here with your missus and bring a tent, you're more than welcome. Because even if everyone don't fit in my garden, I've got a massive field outside my garden. And I'll have a word with the owner so that we can get everyone accommodated. But I am going to have a big party in the summer. I'll even invite the Wasp. Because I guarantee you 100% if he turns up, he will not talk to me how he perceives me on YouTube. I guarantee you that. Because he's a coward. Because that's exactly what thieves do. And I bet he used to rob houses when he was a young kid. Because that's how you progress to the jobs that he used to do. You don't just go into a big job. You progress. You can't just come out of a lovely life and then go and do a big job. You progress to it. Yeah, I'm going to try and get a band here as well. And what I'm going to try and do is, well, I know I don't have to try because I actually do get on with real life people on this site. There's one person I don't get on with on this site and he don't live here anymore, which is great. We've got 25 residents here. I'll get on with them all. I'll tell them all to come to the party and it can go on all night. So I'm in a very good position to be able to do what I want to do. And it's a one-off. If I could get a little live band here, a bit of target shooting, a bit of bow and arrowing, fishing all day, whatever. It won't just be a night party, it'll be an all day and all night thing. You can fish here, loads of fish in my river. Sit on my boat, do your bit of fishing or whatever. I'm going to try and have a lovely party here in the summer. But this is all going to determine whether people look at me as a bad person or a good person. But because I do my lives now, I mean, I know I'm doing this stream lab and I'm ranting and raving. But when I go on StreamYard and I do my lives every night, I come on between 8 and 9. Me and a few people just have a chat. I'm the host and I just guide people or chat with them or we do a little quiz or whatever. Nothing is dramatic like, oh yeah, this and that and whatever. We just chill out and do our thing. And the thing is, no one comes on my live, no one actually comes on the panel because I don't trust anyone. Well, a couple of people. That is a little lie. I hate it when I lie. I do let a couple of people come on my lives, but they don't normally want to. But most people, I have to gain their trust because the worst thing that ever happened on this YouTube, in my mind, I haven't got any problem with the person at all. I actually quite like the person. It took me a long time to like the person, but I actually like the person for who they are. It's Wendy Wu. She palm bombed someone. And to me, that is one of the worst things that could have happened on YouTube because there's going to be a lot of distrust. That was wrong. But yeah, most people are going to be welcome to this party. Hoof will never be invited to this party. He can come here if he wants and we'll set up a boxing ring. That'll be another entertainment. And then because of how hard Hoof is, we'll put him in the ring and we'll say, anyone who wants to get in the ring with Hoof wins £50 if you can go 2 rounds with him. That'll be fucking hilarious, won't it? He'll be getting knocked out every fucking first round because my belief is Hoof is the biggest pussy in his own family. I do believe him, he's got a lot of nasty people in his family. But the way he talks and the way he acts, I believe he's the biggest coward in his family. This is why he has to have the wasp protecting him. Because he hasn't got the minerals. Come and see if I've got the minerals, Hoof. You'll be fucking shocked how strong I am. I'm only little, but I've gone up against a lot of big people. A lot. Not fighting wise, I'm talking arm wrestling, things like that. And they're shocked. But I'll be the referee, because I need to pull people off of you, Hoof, when you're crying like a little girl on the floor. It's like I say, you know, it's like all these tough guys that fucking think they're all that, they never come to your door. I think Who's had his cock cut off. I think he's got a vagina and he sits in the kitchen all day. That's what I think. Lucky bastard. And as for Wasp, what a lying, scummy toe bag. He is an absolute lying bullshitter. And it repulses me the way he lies. And the best way to find out how bad the Wasp is at lying is get him to go against you. Because then you start to see how much he twists and turns things. But for him to say that my mum's dead, he's just created himself a lot of problems. Because this is not going away. I'm planning stuff. And this is nothing to do with anyone else. I always do things on my own. I'm planning stuff, Wasp. Something's going to turn up. If karma don't get you first, I'm going to be right behind it. And then I'm going to overtake it. And then I'm going to make you eat your fucking words through that gap in your face. Because someone's come along and knocked them teeth out. Haven't they? Someone knocked them fucking teeth out of your face. I want to see what you look like with the rest of your teeth knocked out of your face. And do you know what made me laugh about him the other day? Paris even threatened me. This is how sad they are. A fucking grown man saying on his life, Paris even threatened me. That says it all in one sentence. Sympathy. Poor Wasp, poor Wasp. I hope all his dominions go running back and telling him. Because I don't see many people coming on here making comments. But yet I've got 10 people in the background. That's the worst thing you could have said. Yeah, you slagged me off about my wife and my kids. But you saying that my mum was dead, that has gone beyond repair. I'm coming for you. You fucking old wanker. You dirty old man. You sit there getting drunk, smoking your puff, eating sweeties. Why have you got so many sweeties, Wasp? What is that all about? Why is it we never see your wife about? Wasp? Eh? Do you slap her about? Eh? Does she know something we don't know? Eh? What's all the sweeties about? Who knocked your teeth out your face? Fucking disgusting vulgar man. I hope you get your disability stopped. You wouldn't know what to fucking do then, would you? You'd probably have to go out thieving again. On a different note, my river has come up really high. It's quite disturbing because the bottom of my bridge is touching the water now. And it was like 3 foot above the river. Now it's touching the water. And you have to jump down to the bridge. Whereas before you used to have to jump up to it. I hope we don't have another year like last year. It's very mild though. God, I can't believe I've been up all night. What is the time anyway? It's getting on because it's light out. Why would someone want to slag someone else's mother off? I've never done that to the Wasp. The worst I've ever said about the Wasp's family is I believe one of his kids is skits. In fact, I don't even think it's one of his kids. I said it was a stepson. I believe one of his stepson is skits. That's the worst I've ever said, apart from me slagging him off. But he deserves that because of the way he talks about me. I've always believed that Skits is someone close to the Wasp. It's not Hoof because it's easy to lie and he's just stupid. He's backward. He spends all his life on the computer. He's probably listening now. He's probably one of the fucking 10 that's watching. Hoof, you're a scumbag. You sell drugs and so does your son. Get over that. You're grown up, son. Not the youngest one. Don't let Wasp get it all twisted and make it sound really bad. He's a grown man. Your families are criminals. Stick that in your pipe. And so's yours, Wasp. You're a criminal. You're a crook. You're a burden on society because all you do is suck money out of society, and yet you sit there saying that everyone else is a burden. You're a benefit cheat. You even stole the gyros out of the office. And it's like I was talking the other day about this. And it's like, oh, no one got armed. Look, that was a lot of taxpayers' money that had to be paid out to repair all that stuff. Because that safe that you cut open in the floor, that had to all be ripped out. A new one had to be put in. I reckon that was probably a week's work. That must have cost thousands. That's without all the doors you bashed in to get in there. That must have cost thousands. That's without all the people that didn't have any work that week because you disrupt the office. You created a crime scene. That cost thousands. And yet you say it didn't cost no one nothing and no one got armed. Unacceptable. Maybe in your world, but not in my world. I know how much all them security doors cost, and them proper safes cost. And you're so pathetic. You even said it last night. Made yourself sound even worse. It was £3.5 million worth of gyros. Then you said you burnt 2 million, and then last night you said only about £1 million worth of gyros got cashed. So £3.5 million worth of gyros got stolen in effect, but most of them got burnt. What sort of a fucking crook are you? You can't even do a job properly. You rip everyone off by breaking everything, and then you can't even nick the goods to their value. You destroy them yourself. Bit sad. Not a very good crook. But I must admit, because you've been like it all your life, you've got away with it. And now you're claiming disability after you've robbed everyone. So you don't have to go to work. Hi Marie. Morning. I've been having a right old rant on here today. This morning. Because I'm disgusted how people behave around these crooks. These characters. And for Wasp to say that my mum's dead is disgusting. Fucking disgusting. And that's never going to be forgotten. And that will always be revenged. Saying my mum's dead. Get it off your chest. You can't get something off like that off your chest until you've paid back the person that said it. That person will get payback. That person is going to hurt. I ain't putting up with that shit. People saying that my mum's dead. Get that off your chest. Yeah. But what annoys me, I don't mind it when the individuals here and there go low, but when you've got someone like the Wasp that's got a big following that says stuff like that, shame on the people that follow that piece of shit. I ain't fucking scared of it. Why would I be scared of someone that claims to be disabled, but yet they've been a thief all their life, and yet they want to go around and punch people's faces in because they don't agree with them? That's not a disabled person, is it? That's an abuser. Karma. You're going to get karma. I'm telling you, Wasp. I'm going to put this fucking right. Is that why you fucked off to Liverpool? Because you had people after you? Eh? In Wigan? Eh? You have to get your pie sent up from Wigan. Because you're too much of a coward to come and get them yourself. You have to move to Liverpool. Not exactly Liverpool, but near there. I don't like doxing. You're a fucking pussy. You're a sad excuse of a human being that is a parasite on the system. I wonder how many houses you burgled when you was younger. You wouldn't tell us because that is the lowest of the low. Because once people start finding shit like that out, they think, hang on, that could have been my house. I could be cutting some branches down today. I'm going to get out there with my bow saw. If the weather's alright. It seems alright. Apparently the weather's supposed to be rising in the next few days. For a few days. And then it's going to drop again. So I might get up in one of my trees. I might even do a live. I might block a lot of people that I don't like that talk shit. So they miss it all. It seems lovely and mild. Has anyone been outside? Is it mild outside? Seems lovely in here. Nice and cosy. Just sitting here in my little dressing gown. And I'm all warm. I haven't had that here for a while. Yeah. Some people go too low, Marie. And then it can't be undone. When people attack my family and they say my mum's dead, my mum's old. When someone comes on here and people listen to them like they're talking wisdom and they say my mum's dead, that's not going to go away. That needs answers. That needs rectifying, and that will be rectified. I guarantee I will rectify what he said there about my mum. Because my mum thinks the world of me. All my family's had difficulties with my transition, but they've got over it and they've moved on. But this dirty, noncy behaviour person that sits there taking photos out of everyone's Facebook and makes videos. You're gonna fucking answer to your shit. Russell McGarry, you piece of shit. You parasite on society. That's what you are. You're a parasite on society. Not only have you stolen all your life and gone on disability allowance, you're the first one to run to the hospital when you got problems, ain't ya? But never played into the system. Done illegal concerts, robberies, benefit fraud, gyros you've stolen, and yet you've got the cheek to have a following. Well, all I can say is you've managed to find all the dysfunctional people on YouTube to join your group. I was in there a little while, yeah. But it didn't last long, did it? It all went wonky with me and your best friend, your bum pal, Hoof. And then it all started to unravel itself. Because as soon as I attack Hoof, I get a group against me. Just like when I was in Andy Devine's group and called him a scammer. I got all these little donkeys running after me. Eeyore, eeyore, eeyore. So predictable. And I won't be stopping what I do. Because I think what I do is a good thing. And just because I call you people out, you call me a miserable, whiny old drama queen. Whatever. That's not going to make me go away. Come and stab me or something. That'll make me go away. Or punch fuck out of me. In fact, punching fuck out of me won't even make me go away. You'll have to kill me. That's what you'll have to do. You like going around threatening people, don't you, Wasp? Even though you're disabled and getting benefits for it, you're fit enough, like you said tonight, or last night, should I say, on your live, you're as fit as you've ever been. But yet you claim disability allowance. Don't get it. Amazing how some people can get away with shit and some people can't. Some people can't get away with saying boo, and yet other people can get away with abusing the system, so we all pay for it. All the taxpayers have to pay for it. For their mistakes that they deliberately do. Well, they're not called mistakes. Because it's deliberate. Wonky wasp. What does a wasp do? Oh yeah, I just remembered. Fuck all. That's probably why it's called a wasp. Because all they do is take and attack. You look at a wasp's life. That's all they do. They take and attack. And he's trying to make out that the wasp is a lovely thing. I don't know about that. You're going to regret saying that, wasp. I'm telling you, 100% you're going to regret saying that. How you can go that low is disgusting. And the thing is, it's a lie, but you never lie. And when you look into things, you do your research. But my mum's still alive. But still, your followers will carry on believing you, even though you always say, I never lie, I never this, I never that. You made a blatant lie that my mum's dead, and I'm coming for you because of that. And that ain't a threat. No, that's not a threat. Whatever way I can, I'm coming for you, and that's a promise. I'm going to destroy you. And the thing is, I'm going to let you do it yourself. I'm going to show you how you can destroy yourself. Okay? So you try and work that one out. You are going to destroy yourself because it's starting to happen already. You're homophobic. And I don't care if any of you go out there go, oh, here we go. Whatever. How many transgender women have been kicked off of his site because of what he's said to them and how much he's bullied and abused them? He's as homophobic as fuck. I'm coming for you. And I don't mean that in a physical way, so don't get too excited. First of all, we're going to get your heart rate up. We're going to annoy you. And then you're going to destroy yourself. Because you just look like a cunt on the camera. Just keep your camera off. You look like a cunt. A weasel. A player. You're not even going to see me coming. Eventually you're going to wonder what's going on. And then the penny's going to drop. Oh, I see. Don't no one want to come on and make any comments? Or you all taking notes? Or you all recording? I might go and make myself a cup of tea in a minute. I was going to go to bed, but I can't be bothered now. I got a friend turning up, even though I ain't got no friends apparently. I got a friend turning up for breakfast. But we don't want to talk too much about that because that'll all be twisted. And then everyone else will believe it. Everything I say has come out of the people's mouths themselves. So if I'm lying, the person itself's lying. It's that simple. I've learnt by my mistakes. I only repeat what comes out of the person's mouth themselves. So if you're going to say something, stand by your convictions. If you're not, piss off. Too many weasels on YouTube. I get that. You'll always get them. It's like a running river. It never stops. I'll pick my battles. And I will win this one. What he said about me last night is so fucking full of shit because he twisted everything. Twisted everything. That's not me, what he was saying. That's not my family, what he was saying. But yes, a lot of yous will just disregard it and move on because there's other interesting stories you want to hear about. You don't want to learn nothing. You just want to hear stuff about other people that are not true. You're gonna get it. And do you know what? The person that really pissed me off more than most of them is Debla. You come across as a nice, sweet person, but when the wasp was slagging me off, you was adding your little bits. You don't know me. You've never spoke to me. You've never given me the time of day. But all of a sudden, you're the word of wisdom. You're a little girl. Get back in your box. How fucking dare you? You probably even forgot what you said. But at the end of the day, the wasp was slagging me off and you joined in. Fucking shame on you. Well, if no one's going to make any comments or have anything to say, I'm not going to talk. I'll just sit here and we'll all be bored. Because I know you like content. If I be quiet for a couple of minutes, you'll probably fuck off. Unless you want to say something important. Are the donkeys bored yet? I'm just going to sit here and wait for you to say a comment. Other than that, I'm just going to let you sit there wasting your time. Listening to nothing. Donkeys. Well, I'm glad I wasted your time anyway. Save yourself. Go on, take a photo of my chair and criticise me, dickheads.